Hello YouTube fam, how y'all doing? This is Uncle Tim. This is Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews, a channel that I ran and I review. Man, I hear a lot of people say if you work harder, you'll get better results. Things will get better. Things will work out right. That's not true. You can work as hard as you want to, but you got to make sure you're in the right lane. Everybody's working hard as hell is sometimes in the wrong lane. This is why I say sometimes you need to get your footing under you and make sure you know what you're doing. Because you could be working your ass off at the wrong job and feel like you're being underappreciated, which you're really not. It's just you're in the wrong place. Or you could be in the wrong place at the wrong time. Again, you got to think harder, not work harder. Think harder first. Find out what it is that you need to do to get shit accomplished, man. That's what I've been thinking about. Everybody been asking me, am I okay? Am I all right? It seems like I'm down. No, I had a lot on my mind. And, with that being said, man, it's a lot of stuff. Transitioning, with toys and things like that, man. When I say transitioning, into things like video games, comic books, and Funko Pops, diecast cards, and everything like that. Shoes. I flip it every now and then. I go from one thing to another. Because I was talking to you before, and I said, hey, it's dry out there. And a lot of people are like, wait. My wife even sat me down and talked to me. She said, hey, look, it's dry to you. But to everybody else, they're finding stuff because they don't have this stuff. You have a lot of it. Or it's stuff that you're not looking for. Like I said, a long time ago, I gave up on turtles, man. I gave up on Motu Origins unless I found it at Ross or Ollie's. Man, I gave up on a lot of this stuff, man, because I realized a lot of the lines, the distribution is awful. And finding these figures on eBay sometimes, man, it's crazy. So I get the figures like when they're on sale or whatever, and that's what I try to do, man. I'm not trying to, complete sets. I'm not trying to be a completionist. My collection doesn't look like the next person's collection. My collection looks like me. It's the way I like it. I like all the figures where I can see them, man. They're okay with me. I know a lot of other people have a piece of everything, how they break their shelves down into, whereas, I got 2 shelves of G.I. Joe. Sometimes they put a piece of cardboard in between there, and what they do, or a piece of wood, and they actually go in there and be like, hey, this is what I'm about to do now. I'm going to separate the shelves, and on each shelf, I'm going to put something different. So where I had like 1 shelf, if I break it in half, I got 2. And this is what a lot of people would say, hey, maybe you should do that. Maybe it will work on some of those sections that you say you want to cut down on and bring more stuff in. Yeah, I just don't know yet. One thing I say over and over again about collecting, and I keep saying it, it's not, me trying to be cheap or cheap out and be like, oh man, I'm not going to buy this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this. Man, and I tell you that all the time. But sometimes what happens is, at the end of the day, man, $24.99, you add that up, you multiply times 4, shit, let's just say $25. You got $100 damn dollars. Then you got to pay taxes. And the thing is that, in Chicago, you might as well say, I just say the biggest, craziest thing, $115. Because shit, the taxes vary here. You could be damn near $20 over. And don't understand how that happened. No, tax 1, tax 2, and there's a tax 3. You'd be like, okay, tax 2, where the hell that's coming from? This is not food, liquor, or anything like that. But, this is what I talk about. That shit adds up. And when people look for discount figures, man, it's nothing wrong with that. That brings joy and excitement to the community where people are finding things that they once was looking for. And, they may look and, hey, they can't find it. But you know what? They're looking. A lot of people are frustrated right now and just leaving. They leaving because shit done changed, man. The community is not as it used to be, where it's everybody got each other back, everybody's talking, everybody's feeling, that they should be held together and be a part of one another, man, and holding one another up. Man, we so busy tearing each other down. Shit, it's like, man, this is why a lot of stuff is changing. I was hearing stuff about people were talking about they want to buy figures and just sell them, at face value, to people who can't find them. But you got to pay shipping. You got to, if that person paid like $8 for it, after taxes and everything like that, then you got to pay shipping. This is what these people were talking about doing. And I said, don't do that. I said, sometimes, a good thing can really turn into a bad thing. People feel like you cheating them. Why do I have to pay for shipping? You'd be like, why would I have to pay for shipping? This is a favor to you, not to me. This is what I'm talking about. I want people to realize that, what? It's okay. It's okay to be, some days not feeling the greatest or not feeling your best. It's okay. Shit, you're going to have bad days. You're going to have good days. You may have a lot of good days, but you still going to have bad days. And you know what? You got to know how to bounce back from them. Sometimes you got to let yourself sit in that bad day for a minute to get yourself out of it. You got to know what it's like to feel it, to go through it, to actually be able to talk about it. Man, I sit here sometimes, I talk about everything. And, people say, hey, look, you talk about so much, and it's supposed to be a damn toy channel. I am so confused. What are you really doing here? What am I really doing? Dude, I'm going to tell you. This channel is for collectors, for people who collect, the stuff that I named. Even cologne, watches, hats, dress clothes, ties, all of that. It's for everybody. And one thing about being a collector, man, you go through shit. You go through shit with other people. Even if you outside collecting cars, I'm talking about real cars. You have people saying that shit to you, man, that mess with you here every now and then. Oh, man, you buying all these cars, man. You should be doing this. You should be doing... But see, everybody know what to tell you to do with your money, but you can't tell them what to do with theirs. They don't know what to do with this. You could tell me right now, you'd be like, look, Tim, won't you just go over there and spend all your money on this? Dude, I'm going to tell you something. Do you? Do not let somebody take you out your square. Do not let somebody tell you that your collection is not big enough. Dude, in the beginning, I had a windowsill. Do you understand what I'm saying? I had a windowsill. I didn't have shelves. I had windowsills. My stuff was sitting in the windowsills. And I was okay with that. After that, I had a little shelf on the wall, and I was good with that. And after a period of time, it started growing. Like I said, I moved over a period of time to different places, and I had whole rooms. And it grew over a period of time, man. See, that, with me, with the helmets and all the accessories, the guns, the swords, the hammers, dude, this is just who I am. I'm more than just, I don't like to be put in a box. And see, that's one thing that we do as collectors to one another. We try to place each other in a box. We place Hot Wheel collectors in a box most of the time. And, we put them out there and we talk about how we're doing this and that. Man, I don't want to be placed in a box. I want to be sat here and be able to tell you, look, I'm going to do me. I'm thinking outside the box. I'm outside the box. I'm not in that box. My hobbies, my thought processes. I don't think like this next person, man. I'm my own person. This is why I say you can't compare yourself to nobody. On this YouTube, you got people chasing one another, try to one-up somebody, to try to, get more subscribers. Dude, I'm not doing that. Dude, I can't compare to these people. I'm not trying to. What I do is strictly from the heart, bro. When I go out there and collect and sometimes I get mad, that's okay. You're supposed to be able to get mad. You're supposed to be able to look and be like, damn. It's like getting gas for your car. Here in Chicago, gas is over $4 most of the time. And, to be able to look at the gas app and find it cheap, sometimes you just want to travel to that area and be like, I'm going to do that. Sometimes you got to have that little joy. Even though I get out here and may waste some gas, dude, but I looked. You can't find something if you don't look. You know, people want to win the lottery, but they don't play. You could at least play, at least when it gets to those big amounts. You know, I see people pay like, $2 on the Powerball when it gets big, or the Mega Million. Dude, that's cool. You don't have to play all the time, but you can't win if you don't play. You know, you can't win a giveaway if you don't enter. You can't win just about anything without getting into it. You know, people want paychecks without working. I don't understand that concept. Dude, I got out here, and like I said, stop working so damn hard. Think about what you're doing before you do it. Devise a plan and find a way to make it easier for yourself. You know, everybody wants to be an entrepreneur, and I get it. And I have so many people out here being entrepreneurs, and I'm so happy for them, and I'm proud of them. But when you get here, a lot of people want to quit those jobs, man. And I say it over and over again. Don't quit your job. Don't quit your day job. Don't quit your steady income that pays all those bills. Don't do that. Don't hurt yourself. One thing about, people talking about reselling and YouTube, the money is up and down. It fluctuates. Just because you did good for a couple of months, you did good for 6 months. That's 7 months. Dude, shit goes all bad sometimes. It's not always a hit and miss. Look at some of your YouTubers. Look at what they're talking about. Look at how they're talking. Dude, I want to talk to you about this real quick. The Strat Man. I watch the car channel. And, I actually enjoy him. Dude, one thing that I enjoy about him, he keep it real. He said, man, I want to finish my house. I'm not driving these 3 cars. My thing is, I'm going to sell them. If you're not using something, that makes so much sense. This is why I say I only want to mess with stuff that I'm using. Now, I'm a little more picky about what I do, man. Because, at first I was just picking up stuff to get it. I explained that with you with the Funko Pops. I explained it with you with the action figures. I explained with the video games and all of that, the cologne. Dude, I had to find myself in this thing that we call collecting. Even with the hats. You got to find what it is that you like, not what anybody else like. Nobody else matters when it comes down to you. Because at the end of the day, you're the only one that will suffer the consequences for whatever you do. I hate to sound somber sometimes where, it seems like I'm just down and depressed. I'm not. It's just sometimes I don't think people understand everything that goes with it. People tell you to get out here, oh man, you must be broke. Oh, just tell the truth, you broke. Dude, stop. I hate when people say that. Stop. I ain't broke. Stop. Stop saying dumb shit. I would never call you broke. And I don't expect anybody to just sit back and be like, man, this and that. All this shit I got back here, you telling me I'm broke. Sit down. Dude, I'm going to just say it. I'm not trying to flex or no dumb shit like that. What I try to say when I do what I do is that I'm thinking about what I'm doing now. Dude, sometimes you got to give these figures a minute to get out here. If you miss it, you miss it. Some figures, on day one, I want to get. I try to get. Dude, I miss it. I'm okay with that. But what I do, I wait sometimes, man. And you play the waiting game. Sometimes you get it and sometimes you don't. That's okay. One of the biggest things that I wanted to talk to you all about, and I think a lot of people miss this, is when I talk about quitting, a lot of people say, man, you talk about quitting and cutting down and you show us pickups the next minute. And I'm going to tell you, that's okay. I could say I'm stopping for a while. People make it seem like you're supposed to stop for the rest of your life. Oh, no, you're supposed to stop for at least 3 to 4 months. No, you stop until you're able to find what it is that you're looking for. I was talking to someone the other day, and we were talking about the stuff that was at Ollie's. And he was telling me, he said, man, I'm finding a lot of stuff at Ollie's. He said, I had quit, I had given up, man, because I couldn't find anything. He said, the stores are dry. Pre-ordering is a joke in some cases because the stuff sell out so damn quick. You miss it. But he said, man, being able to go to these Ollie's and these Rosses to take a look, he said it's sparking interest back into collecting. And it is. Now, I know everybody don't have Ross, Ollie's, DD's discounts, but y'all have stores too. And like I said, sometimes at the end of the day, it makes you feel good to be able to go out there and look and be like, well, shit, I didn't find nothing. But, I did look. I did see some stuff, but I'm not into that. I seen a whole bunch of turtle stuff at Ross, but I'm not into turtles no more. Just not. After collecting all the turtles in the beginning, like I collected like 4 or 5 waves, and after that I got tired. I said, these are the same damn figures over and over again. But see, that's just me saying that. Same thing with the Power Rangers. I felt they weren't enough. I thought they should have been bigger. I thought they should have been like damn near G.I. Joe or 7-inch like DC Multiverse. Or like Mortal Kombat back here by McFarlane. They moved them to somebody else, but I thought McFarlane should have picked them up. I would have loved to see what he done with them. I know everybody else say he put everything in diapers. Everybody's wearing underwear. I get it. But you know what? I would love to see figures that we actually get and not be out there forever. This is what I talk about here, man. Collecting is not all good and it's not all bad, but you'll have those days where you be like, damn, I'm not finding anything. And that's okay. But see, everybody make it seem like shit don't supposed to be okay. You don't supposed to be able to complain. You don't supposed to be able to say nothing. You supposed to just be able to sit there and be quiet. No. You're allowed to say something. You're allowed to be like, man, I just can't find nothing. That's good. That means you still out here trying. And that's what I'm doing with this, man. I'm trying. The reason why I've been doing a lot of lives, because I want to just catch people, the people who watch and whoever got the time to watch. I don't want to put a specified time out there. Maybe some days I won't be able to, actually do it at that time because, other days, there's so much to be done. So I do it when I can, and if people watch, I'm okay with that. I'm not trying to get people out there. They say you should do Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, and all that stuff. I'm thinking about actually doing it. Somebody said you should do a Patreon, start a membership. I said, man, this is too much shit. I want at the end of the day to keep this fun. Now, me and one of the subscribers was talking about doing something that was really awesome. It's awesome. He was talking about, some of the figures that you don't want. You could kind of either lot them up together, or if these are some special figures, you could do them by themselves. You could raffle them off. The raffle starts at $1, and I was just thinking about that. I said, that's pretty cool. Brother had a good point. I was thinking about that. I just got to see how would I implement that, because shit, I got a whole bunch of stuff that people will be like, man, I would just like to have it, and you just got it sitting somewhere. But, that's one thing about collecting, man. You can't display it all. Last place I was at, the collection I had video games on one wall going all the way across the wall. I think the wall was at least 12 feet from ceiling to the floor. Then on the other wall, I had like Transformers, action figures, and all kind of stuff. I had the Terradrome out. I had the console sitting off to the side, dude. I had McFarlane stuff. I had everything out, man. The other place I had, it was just video games, and but I had some of everything. I had comic books on the wall. I had Hot Wheel cars on the wall. Man, I just had a lot of stuff going on. And that's the way I'm looking at it, man. You know what? I noticed the more I collect, the more it really stays the same, really. It's me basically touching everything. Like if this is not working for me, I started collecting basketball cards, man. And, people say, hell, how do you get so far into the hobby and it looks just like you started? You just start. You be in this for 3 damn months, and you got so many. You got books and books of stuff. You buy lots. Now, with certain things, you want prestige stuff. As far as baseball cards, basketball, comic books. But, me with video games, hell, you could buy new labels for games. And that's what I look at. I'm just worried about how I'm going to do all this. I was thinking about selling some shoes at one point in time, and I thought about that. I said, no, some of these shoes I won't be able to get again. And, I don't want to do that. When you start collecting stuff, man, you don't want to let it go. I had a lot of stuff that I lost in the move because I couldn't bring it at the time because I had no space. I had totes and totes of Transformers. Some shit I sat by the dumpster with the thing open next, like 30 minutes later, they were all gone. Dude, you got to do what you got to do. I know sometimes to some people, hey, it don't come off right, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Life is about making changes. And sometimes those changes are drastic. Sometimes you just got to let every damn thing go. I remember one time I lost every damn thing, bro. And it was just what it was. I only had like the damn clothes off my damn back and some other clothes that I put in storage, man. The other shit, I was just like, I gotta let go. See, everybody's focused on them. At the time, I wasn't really focused on me the way I should be. And now I am. I'm in a situation where you compliment the person you with. You're not competing against the person you with. You get what I mean? I felt the last relationship I was in, I was competing. Now I'm not competing. I'm just living. I'm, basically complimenting the other person. Like a puzzle piece. Y'all fit together. And this is what I talk about on this channel. Check your mental health. Check your physical health. Make sure you okay. I hear so many people just don't live. And I want to make sure I say this over and over again. I used to hear, the baby boomers tell me, just wait till you retire. You'll be able to do every damn thing you want. A lot of them don't even make it to retirement. A lot of them died way before. A lot of them just, wasn't in the right shape to live once they retire. I'm going to buy this Cadillac. I'm going to buy, a house, a vacation house, and we going to be doing all this. Don't get me wrong. They bought this stuff, but never really got opportunity to really use it. Your mobility is gone. You can't drive no more. So what is all of this stuff that you can't use? This is why I say you got to live while you're alive. A lot of you all say, hey, man, you was talking about working 2 or 3 damn jobs. Man, I don't want to do none of that. I understand that. But I was talking about, hell, if you want to get some stuff and the jobs are not abundant and you got to work 2 or 3 jobs actually to get what you want, you got to do what you got to do. At the end of the day, man, the only person stopping you from winning is you. Again, like I said in the beginning, you got to find your lane. And you got to know what that lane takes to maintain. Again, collecting shit, that's easy. Dude, people are like, man, I know, like I told you, I know people who donate plasma to get the shit they want. I know people who donate plasma to put food on the table and things like that, but I know a lot of people doing a lot of shit actually to do stuff. Going on little trips and stuff like that. Sometimes, man, you gotta do what you gotta do. Sometimes you gotta compromise your comfortability, your relaxation, and all of that stuff to actually live. Dude, I don't want a whole bunch of off time and I ain't got no damn money. I'm gonna just be sitting in the damn house. Your family will feed you. Your friends will feed you, but they won't pay your damn bills. And I want you to always remember that. People will feed you, but they will not pay your bills. And they shouldn't pay your damn bills because that's your job. I don't want nobody to coddle me, or I don't want to feel coddled. I just want to get out here and do what I'm supposed to do. And that's what I've been doing, man. Life is about living. Like I said, in the beginning, I felt like part of my life, I wasn't living. And I had to look back. I was living. But see, winning is something totally different. My version of winning may not be your version of winning. We all have different connections with that word. Your version of winning just may be, you getting, the Ford Fiesta you want. I always wanted a Ford Fiesta, man. That's my dream car. You'd be like, okay. Hey, Unc, what's your dream car? A Lamborghini. I'm going to just shoot for the ceiling. And I'm going to say it again. I'm going to shoot for the ceiling. And if I fall short of that, I'm okay. But you don't shoot and do the bare minimum and be like, why everything else ain't working? Because you only going for the bare minimum. If, when I was in school, I sold candy. Many decades ago, I sold candy in school, fam. And, you had people selling like gum, chips, like candy bars and stuff like, dude, I was selling pop. I was selling every damn thing. I had every damn thing. I was like the store. Damn it, I was making like $100 a day. Dude, they had to stop my ass because they was like, you doing a little too damn much. Damn right. Look, the only person that's going to stop you from making money is you. It's based on what you're willing to do. If you're not willing to put any damn thing in it, you ain't gonna get anything out of it. If you only want the bare minimum, you will get the bare minimum. But if you want everything, dude, you gotta work. And it's not gonna always be pretty. It's not gonna always look right. Sometimes when I talk about collecting and every damn thing else, people mix it all up. They say, oh man, your collection, you're supposed to be able to see every piece. It's supposed to be nice and neat. It's supposed to be curated. You're supposed to be able to be like, yeah. No, that ain't how shit work. It's supposed to work the way it needs to work for you, not for nobody else. It doesn't matter what anybody think about your shit. You the one who bought it. I always say if somebody want to talk something about something, that's up to them to buy. And like I said, I'm doing what I'm doing right now. I'm slowing my roll on a lot of ish that I was doing before, man. And I started realizing that you can't worry about everybody else. You can't worry about what everybody else is thinking about you. You can't worry about how everything is going to play out, man. Because at the end of the day, some of this shit play out foul and sometimes it plays out good. Like I said, I still got video games that I haven't put up yet that I showed you, but I haven't put up yet. People have been talking to me about, what am I doing? How I'm going to do all this stuff right. Why am I not really pushing, the envelope on everything, man? Because nobody really want to see it. People want to see certain things from you. And I get that. Sometimes people, when you complain really good, that's all they want to hear is somebody complain. But the minute you take the next step and start making shit happen, oh, you done pissed off a hell of a lot of people. Why? Because they're used to the complaining. They're not used to you out here doing what the hell you're supposed to do. Again, like I told you, if I need money, I'm going to get out here and do it. Dude, shit. Man, I hear so many people complaining about stuff. Dude, you wouldn't sell none of that. I sell every damn thing back here, dude. It don't make, I have connections with it. But if it comes down to me or my family, eating or having a roof over our head, what you think I'm gonna choose, bro? It's real. A lot of people, when you see these channels, they don't talk about stuff like this. The real shit. The real shit everybody go through. The way how people sit back and just feel sometimes like, like they under a dark cloud. Why? Because they going through some shit. And if you hear more channels telling you the truth about what the hell they going through, where they just feeling like, things are not working out right, you be on that page, you be like, man, I'm feeling the same damn way. I understand what he's talking about. I see this. I see that. I get it. Again, I got pickups to show you, but it is what it is at the end of the damn day, bro. It's what it is. And that's how I'm going to do it, man. It's just what it is. Man, I just want to say I appreciate each and every last one of you all. And I like to say thank you for making this channel a hit. Now, I'm not on normally do giveaways for every time that I hit a number, but man, if we hit 30,000, I'm going to do a giveaway for that, bro. But till later, peace out and thank you for watching.